Well, it was an emotional day inside of a Pitt County courtroom, only it wasn't over a case. An area Vietnam vet says that today he was officially welcomed home from war. Last week we told you about Bill Ritenour. Somehow, when he was serving in Vietnam in 1967 or 68, he lost one of his 2 dog tags. As the story goes, back in the early 90s, an American police chief saw a Vietnamese man selling U.S. dog tags in Vietnam. Not thinking that this was right, he bought them all and began the 20-year process of getting those dog tags back to their rightful owners. Thanks in part to social media, Ritenour got his dog tag back today. Former Marine Bill Ritenour is a retired police chief from Pennsylvania. He moved to Pitt County 5 years ago and now works as a bailiff with the sheriff's office. He's more than 40 years removed from Vietnam. However, today, Ritenour came home.
My heart is great. I just feel so great that finally, after all these years, this was my welcome home.
When Ritenour originally came home from his 13-month tour in Vietnam in 1968, he said he was greeted at the airport by demonstrators who spit and threw rocks at him while calling him a baby killer. It's not the welcome home he was expecting. This tiny piece of metal changed that.
That's his identity. A dog tag is your identity. That's part, you don't ever take it off. Even today they wear that dog tag. It's identity, and it's part of your uniform.
Ritenour received his dog tag from the neck of another Marine Vietnam veteran who had been holding it for him, and it was given to him in the midst of an elaborate ceremony.
Pardon me now, I'm a home again. I don't have one, I have 2. We've been through the same things, and it's just a wonderful thing to, see him get his dog tag back. I just did my time in Vietnam, and I have heroes that they're not here. There's 58,000 of them on the wall in Washington, D.C. Those are my heroes. They all came back. Didn't get very much of a welcome. But I'm telling you today, this is my welcome home. I know you guys enjoy this with me. Thank you so much for coming.
A homecoming 44 years in the making.
In 1967, I came off patrol, and I was wounded, and went to a little town called Dong Ha Charlie Company Med. Walked out after they ended up stitching me up a little bit. My sergeant says, Lance Corporal Alterman, go back to Charlie Med and find your dog tag. That particular day, there was like 12 to 14 bodies being prepped for transportation back to the United States, laying beside this gear. I did refuse to go through that men's gear to grab that dog tag, and told the sergeant there that I couldn't find it. Told a little white lie, so to speak. And that day, I just kind of forgot about it. It was just like, I have no, out of mind for 45 years and 8 months. And tonight we were able to reunite Sergeant Alterman with his dog tag. 230-8451, United States Marine Corps, Baptist, with the great display. Type good ass. Oh. Oh, American. Oh. Thank you. It's been out of my hands for 45 years and 8 months, and I'm going to keep it now. And I'll remember this day, the day I die, and the day above ground amongst you guys, I'll never forget. Rock.
Dog tags, the most basic of military identification. Simple tags made of tin.
New today, West 2's Dave McDaniel tells us a local family now has a tight grip on a dog tag they consider priceless.
Robert served our country with great honor and distinction.
Robert Fletcher killed in the line of duty.
And he became a casualty on Mother's Day, May 12, 1968.
Nearly 43 years later, a special delivery to Fletcher's cousins. His dog tag, something the family had not thought about until now.
He wore them in battle for this country, and I am so proud of him. We're so happy that patriotism is still alive and well.
This dog tag's journey started when a Wall Street trader was visiting Vietnam 13 years ago. He bought an ammo box full of dog tags from a local man looking for cash.
You don't know what kind of soldier he was.
Through a lot of hard work, much of dog tags are being delivered to families. This one was hand-delivered by the soldier who was with Robert Fletcher in his last moments of life.
He was not afraid. He was a good leader. And I was proud to have a hold of him when he went.
Ironically, this dog tag means more to the man who was with Robert when he was killed than his own dog tags do.
I couldn't get him down, and he didn't want to come down. He was after a mission, and he knew what he wanted, so he went the way he fought, hero.
To meet somebody who actually was with him we were overcome with emotion. Immediately, the tears ran down my eyes, and I was so excited.
Funny how a dog tag they never thought much about
Thank you for all you do.
could be so comforting, even now. In Daytona Beach, Volusia County, Dave McDaniel, WESH 2 News.